Washoe County School District and the city of Sparks are each facing wrongful death lawsuits.
Now, the litigation comes after a 12-year-old boy killed himself last year. Jaden Urban joins us live now from the newsroom. Jaden, tell us, what's the reasoning behind the lawsuits?
Essentially, the one against the school district alleges a lack of response to bullying that may have led to the child taking his own life. The one against Sparks concerns its emergency response to the night of the suicide. The parents say if officers and emergency personnel acted quicker, the 12-year-old boy would still be alive. And we want to warn you, the details of this story may be very upsetting. Pacific West Injury Law is representing two parents who are taking legal action over their son's death. The first wrongful death lawsuit takes aim at the city of Sparks, the Sparks Police and Fire Departments, and REMSA. It criticizes the response time of emergency personnel the night 12-year-old Kellen Schatz died. The lawsuit alleges that on the night of November 18th last year, Sarah Tolliver's son Kellen seemed normal. The mother knew Kellen had been bullied for quite some time at school. However, she did not suspect Kellen to be struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts. Later that night, as the family was getting ready for bed, Tolliver's daughter went to go say goodnight to Kellen, but found his door locked. The mother said this was very unusual. After trying to break in and not hearing anything from her son, she called 911. Documents showed that was at 9:38 p.m. The first of two Sparks police officers called her back 2 minutes later at 9:40. The lawsuit states that the officer asked Tolliver why she needed him to go to the house. She told him she thought her son had done something to hurt himself. The officer then asked if the son had done something like this before, and she said no. The call lasted for 56 seconds. Another officer called at 9:45. Documents show the second officer told her that it was, quote, not his job to come and kick the door, and told the mother to do it. While on the phone, Tolliver ran to ask her neighbor, who's a firefighter, to help her knock down her son's door. According to the lawsuit, the next events all happened around 9:52 p.m. Tolliver's neighbor was able to come to the house to break the door down. When he broke through, he saw Kellen with a cord around his neck. He immediately started delivering resuscitation efforts. Tolliver was still on the phone with the second officer. That call ended at 9:52. 3 minutes later, the first officer arrived at the house. REMSA arrived just a minute after that, 18 minutes after she first called 911. The lawsuit says that the Washoe County coroner ruled the injury occurred at 9:52, but not the death. The boy was transported to the hospital where he was declared dead. This is where the lawsuit says that if the emergency response had happened sooner, the boy may still be alive. But it alleges it wasn't until it was known the boy had a cord around his neck that an expedited response occurred. The mother did not want to talk on camera, but said in a statement, quote, have age-appropriate conversations with your children about suicide and the finality of it. There are 100 things I would do differently if I had the chance. This was simply something I never expected to happen. Kellen was such a special person, and knowing that I will never see his smile or hear his funny stories again is a kind of pain I would not wish on any parent, unquote. And we reached out to a lot of people for comments on this story. The city of Sparks, Sparks Police, and the Sparks City Attorney's Office all said they would not comment on pending litigation. Now, we want to stress if you or someone you know is struggling with depression and thoughts of suicide, do not hesitate to call the 24-hour suicide prevention hotline number at 988. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll look into the lawsuit against the school district. Covering the story, Jaden Urban, 2 News Nevada.
All right, Jaden, thank you.